Hey, what is up, guys? It's your host Benix. Welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be explaining what CRT is. I've had a lot of complaints on the comment section asking about CRT. So today I'm going to be teaching you guys the full meaning of CRT and what it is, so that you can use it in your trading journey. All you have to do is take a pen, take a book, so you can jot some things if necessary. Let's dive in. So first of all, what is CRT? Now, I hear a lot of people say CRT is not a new thing actually. CRT has been in existence since, just a different strategy, different from SMC and other strategies like that. So let's move this aside. What is CRT? I'm going to explain what CRT is. First of all, CRT is explained as candle range theory. C is for candle, R is for range, and T is for theory. Now, what does that mean? When they say candle, we all know what a candle is here. We all know what a candle is. We all know that this is a candle. This particular one is a candle, right? We all know that this is a candle. So when they say range, what does it mean for something to range? When they say something is ranging, that means it's in a stagnant point, but it's moving. Not that it's not moving, it's moving, but it's ranging. All right. And when they say theory, now we all know, we have been to schools and stuff like that. So theory is actually written or explanatory about a particular thing. Okay. So when they say candle range theory, it's a strategy on its own, right? So let's dive in. Let's get straight to it. So when you say candle range theory, now I'm just going to go straight to the main thing. This has to do with 3 candles, all right? But it starts with 1 candle. Now let's get this out of the way. Now we have a candle, right? What we want to say is just 1 candle, right? We have 1 candle. Now when they say candle range theory, this candle is going to serve as our range. So that means you come across a candle, whether it be the daily, the weekly, the monthly, any one of it, you come across that candle, you want to mark out the highest point of the candle and the lowest point of the candle. And where is the highest point of this candle? This is the highest point of this candle here, this place. And where is the lower point? This place. All right. So from year to year is our range. All right. Anything in between is going to be our range. So let's get to it. Once we have marked that out, what we want to see now is another candle should open close to it, which is very obvious that it's going to open close to it. That candle will do what? Hold on, let me just get that straight. Sorry, let me get that done already. I think it'll be easier to just use the same thing. So what do I want to see? I want to see the next candle open up, trades outside here. Now sweeping that wick. Once it trades outside, it has swept that wick, all right? But we don't want to see it close with a body. We want to see it what? Close with a wick inside the candle. Now it doesn't matter what candle you use, any candle might, but this is much stronger on the higher time frames, like the daily, the monthly, the weekly. So once you see one candle, this candle is going to act as our liquidity. And where is the liquidity? The high point of the candle and the low point. Those are liquidity to be taken out. All right. So now you want this candle, next candle, to sweep the high of that candle, which is known as liquidity grab, and then it shouldn't close with a body outside. It should close inside the candle's range. That's why it's called candle range, CRT, candle range theory. So once that candle successfully sweeps and then closes inside this candle with a wick, then we already know that yes, our candle range theory has formed. Then maybe the next candle that opens my word completes it by going to fulfill this thing, sweeping the other liquidity there, which is this one. But before that, let's just get into something real straight now. All right, let's see this. Let me just get rid of that. Now we have something like this. We have something like this. Don't mind me, I'm just drawing lines, but it's actually explanatory later. So now let me just take this here instead. All Alright. Let me just take it like this. So now I'm going to take this away from here. Now there's something we call in CRT, there's something we call the range, or let's put it this way, okay, there's something we call the accumulation, the manipulation, and then the distribution. Now what do I mean by those? When they say something accumulates, what does it mean? It means for something to gather in one side, right? When they say water accumulates in a particular area, that means there's a lot of water there. It's coming in from somewhere, but it's not going anywhere. It's what? Piling up. It's staying in one side. And now when they say manipulation, we all know what it means to manipulate. I know this word might not be new to Forex traders. So when they say something is being manipulated, that means it's being, what's the perfect word for that? Let me see. When they say something is manipulated, it is being chased out of its own will. Let me use that definition. It is doing what it's not supposed to do. Alright? It's not following rules. Yeah, let's put it that way. It's not following rules. Then when they say distribution, now we all know what it means to distribute. Let me use this as an example. Now we all are familiar with let's put it this way, or let me say, when distribution can be explained as giving out things. Okay, when distribution, you're distributing a particular, or you're distributing something, it's going this to this particular person, to this particular person, something like that. So we have the accumulation, manipulation, and distribution. Candle range theory is never complete without those three things, and I'm going to be explaining how you can spot them in the market. Now, the accumulation phase, now don't mistake this, the accumulation phase is what? This candle. Now let's get to it. This candle that forms first, the first candle we see is before we wait for the next candle to sweep it, is what? Our accumulation. So that means the candle that forms first is what? Our accumulation. Let's take that down. Let's put it that way. So the candle that forms, that creates our high liquidity and low liquidity is what? Our accumulation. And this is how it's going to look on your lower time frame. Let's get to the charts. This is how it's going to look. So let me just mark them out. It's going to be from here to here. Yeah, so yeah, let's put it that way. And then, so this whole place, now whatever market has been doing here, let's say this is a daily candle now, right? Let's assume this is a daily candle. So the whole of that day, this was the whole movement of price. It created a range. And what was the range? This was the swing high of that range. All right, this was the swing high, and this was the swing low. So what do you call a range? When it cannot break up, it cannot break down. Okay, so it's just ranging in the middle. So this is our one candle that is forming now. This range is this one candle. Let's get rid of those things. Okay, we don't need to get rid of it. So now what comes next after our accumulation? Manipulation. Now we are all familiar with that word manipulation. It happens literally every day in the market. So I'm just going to throw that shit. Okay, yeah, I think I'll call that the soup. Sorry, let me just move this to a more convenient area for me. Alright, so yeah, that's much better. I think it still needs to go down a little bit. Alright, so I said our accumulation range is that one candle that first forms. Don't mistake me, okay? That first, I said CRT works with three candles. All right, don't get me wrong, there are different types of CRT. You can see a 2-candle CRT, you can see a 4-candle, 5-candle CRT, but the main CRT works with 3 candles. And what is that? The first candle is the accumulation. The second candle is the manipulation. Now what do I mean by that? The first candle comes out like this and closes. Now the second candle must open and do what? Either sweep the low or high. It must either sweep here or sweep here and close inside, all right, with a wick, so that we can understand that yes, this is our CRT formation or setup. So just listen. The first candle, accumulation. The second candle, the manipulation. And then the third candle is usually the distribution. All right, this is where price now finally goes to the direction it is supposed to go to. All right, so now we have the manipulation. And what is that manipulation? That manipulation is going to be this candle. Let me put it this way. It's just going to be something like this. And then that candle that closes with a wick above If you get, it closes with a wick. All right, so this is going to be our manipulation candle. All right, then finally we have what? Our distribution. We have our distribution candle. All right, so now I think I'm going to change the color of that. Yeah, let's put this one. Yeah. So this is going to be what? This is going to be our distribution candle. All right, it's going to be our distribution candle. All right, now let me just arrange that so that it doesn't stress. Let me just tag them up. This is going to be our manipulation. Please pay attention. If you guys have questions, you can jot them down or you can ask them in the comment section. And please do not forget to like and subscribe, all right, and share to family and friends so that they can participate. So this is our manipulation, and then what next? We have our distribution candle. Yes, our distribution candle. Yes, so this is all that. Now I'm just going to help let me just arrange them so that it will be more easier to find out later. Okay, I think this should be better. So I said that first candle is our accumulation. So what happens? The market accumulates now, all right, creating liquidity on both sides. Now what do I mean by that? Creating liquidity at the swing high and at the swing low. So what do you have to wait for? You have to wait for a turtle soup. Okay, they call this a turtle soup, but then again you can also call it manipulation. All right, you have to wait for a manipulation above or below that one range candle. What do I mean? This candle that formed as the accumulation, you want to see a sweep above or below, all right, taking out liquidity to one side or the other. So once liquidity has been taken, then you see some sort of change of characters or something like that, then comes the distribution for the market to either sell or buy. All right, so this is the combination of CRT: accumulation, manipulation, and distribution. Now CRT can be traded with different models. They do trade CRT with MSNR, they do trade CRT with SMC, and a lot of things, ICT, stuff like that. Okay, so Akamis, there are different types of stocks. So this is all just the forbearing behind it. Okay, it's not really hard. One candle does what? Form the range. The second candle forms the manipulation. Then the third candle does what? The distribution. Now without further wasting time, let's get into the charts. All right, so we're going to be using you can quickly take a screenshot of this if you need to study behind. Okay, I'll take a screenshot of this now. Right, so you take a screenshot of that, then I'm just going to take this out. I hope you guys are all done with this. So I'm going to take this out. Good. Now let's get into the charts. So we have what? We have our daily candle here now. Let's check this out. We have our daily candle. Now, this is something now. One candle forms what? The accumulation. So where is our accumulation candle? This. All right. This becomes our accumulation candle. This is our accumulation candle. All right. So this one candle is our accumulation candle. Why? Because we can see the both wicks there. It closed there. All right. So the next thing after accumulation, what comes in? You know that once the high of this candle is taken, surely the low of the candle is going to be taken. All right. So that is how CRT works. Once the high is taken, we expect the low to be taken out as well. So once this is taken out, you can see after the one candle formation, which is the accumulation, manipulation comes in where? Here. All right. The manipulation comes in here. And if you see, what do you notice? After the manipulation happened, did it close with a body or a wick? It closed with a wick below the other wick. All right. It cannot close if this were to close with a body. If this were to close with a body, let's put it something like this. Sorry about that. If this closed with a body like this around there, the next candle that opens will just what? Push up, and market will just continue to push up. Right? The next candle that comes, market will just continue to push up. So it's closed with a wick below, and as you can see, what happened the next day, the distribution phase, market went to take out the low, all right, which is acting as liquidity. So that is just all about candle range theory, which is also called CRT. Let's check if you can see more. Okay, yes, there's a tip here. There's a secret tip. Anyway, it's not more secret. I do say it in my videos. If you look at this now, we have two candles that are the same. All right, we have two candles that are the same. So in case you're not satisfied with, which cannot be true, this is the daily time frame, but in case you're not satisfied with what you are getting here, you can still extend it to here. And as you can see, market still fulfilled the same thing. Why? It took out the both places. All right, now why did I say you can use this? These two candles are the same candles. These are bullish candles. All right, these two candles are bullish candles, so you can consider them the same thing, because if I were to switch to like the 8-hour or 12-hour, these two will become one candle. All right, so that means you can just take them as this is the high of the candle and then this is the low of the candle, so that market can take both of them and you can get maximized profit. So I hope I've been able to pass a little knowledge on CRT. Please don't forget, if you have a lot of questions, I can get your feedbacks from the comment section. The comment section is how I am able to communicate with you guys. All right, so thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and also share to your friends so they can get educated about CRT. All right, thank you for joining. See you next time.